Your LinkedIn profile is the most important aspect of your LinkedIn presence, especially as a Maritime founder. So this is a video walking you through how exactly you can completely revamp your LinkedIn and finally get what you want out of LinkedIn with just really 30 minutes of effort. So why should you even listen to me? Well, I've helped over 80 Maritime founders optimize their LinkedIn profiles to really generate better business opportunities for LinkedIn. And whether this be to generate leads, whether this be to attract investors, whether this be to create brand awareness, whether this be to have LinkedIn as a part of a multi-channel approach to your marketing, any real business purpose for LinkedIn, this will apply to you. So I now offer the same to you. I used to do this on a one-on-one basis, but I found really big parallels in what many people were doing and how they kind of could tweak their LinkedIn slightly to make a huge difference. So I'll walk you through call to actions, I'll walk you through headlines, and I'll walk you through about section. So I invite you to follow along and at least get the first step implemented. It takes 2 minutes, so there's absolutely no human reason, there's no way to use 2 minutes better than to use them on this. So to quickly get into the actual thing you need to change right now is your call to actions. So you want to have it 4 distinct places, which is 1, your blue link, 2, your custom button if you do have premium, 3, at the bottom of your about section with context, and as the first link in your featured section. So this is your blue link. It's above the followers. You have a link you can add that people can click on. A custom button, also a link people can click on, but it's a button. Then you have the about section, and here on the actual featured section, you can see that it needs to be a first link because a mobile only shows 1 at a time and people will have to manually swipe to see it. So the most important link, of course, needs to be first link. So to show you how to do this, quickly, blue link, go in here, click on the pencil on your profile, scroll all the way down, add your link here, website link, event booking link, calendar booking link, whatever you want it to be, a video, it can be whatever you want. Important thing is just to use the same link every single spot. And if you ever have a banner and run an ad through there or an offer through there, have that be the same as well. So you can add a text if you want to, otherwise it'll just be URL. If the URL is well established, people know the URL for being the URL, you can keep this blank. Otherwise, I always recommend adding some context. And then you click on save, you come back, click on pencil again, scroll all the way down again, click on edit custom button, select the custom button makes the most sense, in my case, book an appointment, and you add the URL. And always tick this box so that it gets displayed while you have posts and while you message people. It will have a little line where people can click on the button directly. Next step was the about section. If we go in here and scroll all the way down, I structured it this way. I said, so what does that mean for you? If you want a concrete plan to get customers with LinkedIn, let's have a 50-minute chat to explore options. My link, and for anything else, feel free to connect and message me here on LinkedIn. So I always recommend having that part because some people just like to stay native on LinkedIn. We do not have to overcomplicate things. If we want to do that, then of course, let us have the first touch point there. Unless you really do not like that, then of course just have the website link or whatever you would like to have there. And the last place was the featured section. So here we click on add profile section, recommended, add featured. Click on the plus, add a link, and we will add that. And then if we ever have multiple links, we click on these arrows and make sure, again, our call to action needs to be the top link. Super important. So this is going to take you 2 minutes. Pause the video right now, do it. It will be so worth your time. And to look at why this is important, it is to convert profile views so people, wherever they come from LinkedIn, go to your profile, and then from there, they turn into meaningful business opportunities. So again, generating leads, booking events, booking calls, whatever it might be. So moving on to the headline, implementation time, 5 to 10 minutes. Quick again, super important. Most important part of your LinkedIn profile after the call to actions. We want to have your title and company name. This is very important in the maritime industry. People like to see a reputable company. They like to see your title. They like to see it be incredible. Then say as concisely, as shortly as possible, who you help solve what specific problem. So we want to be concise here. We want to keep it short. We want to backfill keywords your clients would search for. So for an example of this is CEO at company name. Just say the company name. Don't say the LLC legal stuff. Keep it as short as possible. And then say, for example, helping ship owners optimize fleet performance and reduce operating costs. So here we say who we help ship owners, and we help them solve specific problem, which is optimize fleet performance and reduce operating costs especially. And then some keywords: container shipping, vessel management, maritime technology. Why do we do this? We do this to create interest from your target audience to go to your profile, or directly to have, if they search for vessel management, that you pop up somewhere at some point. Very useful. I recommend you following this exact structure. On to the third part, the about section. This takes 15 to 30 minutes, so a little longer, but still well worth your time. We want to follow the PASS framework. Very simple. We want to have the pain, start with questions that address the prospect's pain points. We then want to agitate that pain. We really want to deepen the pain by painting a picture around real examples your prospects have lived through. This is super important. We want to use their language, use their words, use their examples to describe exactly how they would describe a problem, because this shows that we understand them, and the goal is to make the target audience feel understood. And then the solution, we want to position you as the solution to those pain points via your specific experience, and whatever that might be. Maybe you came from a different industry, maybe you have been in a huge company where you have learned this and this, maybe you've always been a small company operator or inside of small companies, which gives you different advantages. So every point has an advantage. It's just about letting people know about that advantage and not seeing your advantage as a disadvantage. And finish with a clear call to action. You've hopefully done this. And this converts initial interest from the headline into meaningful interest that leads to better business opportunities. And creating a great about section does not take days. It does take 30 minutes. Please just do it right. Do not just try to get it done quickly. You will at some point have to revisit it and do it over, so you might as well get it right the first time. And here's a template. I will, of course, have a template in the description so that we can directly use that template. And something to note here is we want to here be specific and describe it the same way. So that was what I just talked about. Here in agitate, we want to talk about pains and problems the exact same way our target audience talks about them. Use their lingo, use their analogies, talk exactly like them about their problems. And then here, benefits, not features. We want to talk about what the actual solutions, so product, services, whatever it might be, what that does for them in terms of their day-to-day, in terms of actual result, and not in terms of actual features. So we want to benefit sell, not feature sell. And then rounding off, call to action we went through, and have one last friendly sentence. Makes you nice and approachable, makes you nice and human. Nothing bad about that. So what are the next steps? You now have the same framework I've used to help 80 plus maritime founders. And if you follow these steps, your LinkedIn profile is a clear funnel. Your target audience will visit your profile because of your headline. They'll go through your about section and really feel understood by you, which is the exact goal. We want to have them understand that you can help them. And finally, we want to have an easy path to go to your website or preferred link. So we don't have to go to different external Google sites, company pages on LinkedIn, other social medias. We want to make it as easy as possible for them to proceed. And I at least hope you've implemented call to actions. The ROI is unmeasurable really for those 2 minutes. So there's absolutely no reason to do this. Please just do this. I really recommend that. And if you want help for the headline and about section, I can help. I get it. It can be a little overwhelming and a little confusing to get going. So send a message to my LinkedIn saying profile, or just drop a comment under this video, and I will apply these principles to your unique value proposition and to your exact offer and your exact expertises and experiences, all for free. And I definitely think this is the best way to get the most out of your LinkedIn profile, and it really doesn't take a long time. So I highly recommend you to do this, and this is why I'm doing this video. And the closing argument really is, that the maritime industry is relationship driven. First impressions are important for relationships. Everyone knows that. And your LinkedIn profile is most often the first impression potential clients have of you.